Basically, if you're a K-beauty fan, and not even if you're dark, but if you're any darker than like eggshell, puffy cloud, white, not all that medium beige, linen, yogurt. Basically, if you're any deeper than any of those colors, regardless of your ethnicity, you don't have a freaking color. Hello, beautiful, wonderful people of the internet. It's Kendall here, and today it's time for another exciting video because we are looking at more Korean foundations that might actually match me. So a couple of months ago, I did a video on the Innisfree cushion that actually expanded their shade range into around my color and maybe one more darker than me, which is saying a lot for a Korean brand, so I was, all for it. And in that comment section, a lot of you guys were like, well, Laneige has been doing this for a little while. Why don't they get any recognition? And that's because they only have like 6 colors. But let's give credit where credit is due. They got foundation that's brown. So today I'm going to be testing out the Laneige BB Cushion Ultra Radiance and then the BB Cushion Pore Blur. Both of these I got in the shade number 35 Coffee. I don't know if that will match me. I got them both online from Sephora because I order too much crap from Sephora. So I have not seen these colors in person, so the colors may be completely and utterly off, but that's okay because we're getting somewhere. If it's darker than me, that I would still take that as a compliment. You try to do something for somebody. Basically, if you're a K-beauty fan, and not even if you're dark, but if you're any darker than like eggshell, puffy cloud, white, not all that medium beige, linen, yogurt. Basically, if you're any deeper than any of those colors, regardless of your ethnicity, you don't have a freaking color. And so I'm just excited to see that if there's a color darker than me, we're going in the right direction. I think there's one darker than this, but if you guys have heard me talk before, when I'm ordering from a company and they only have a few colors out, and it seems like the darker ones go kind of near my color, I always get the second to darkest shade. That tends to work pretty well for me. So like the Innisfree cushion, this comes with a Hydra radiance, so like presumably a more sheer coverage one that's a little bit more hydrating, and one that is perhaps a little bit more high coverage, which would be the Pore Blur in my opinion, but I didn't read up on it. Maybe let's read on it together. So the Laneige BB Cushion Hydra Radiance comes in 2, 4, 6 shades. It's marketed to be best for basically all skin types, normal, oily, combination, dry, and sensitive. It's a radiance-enhancing, hydrating version of Laneige BB Cushion, infused with molecular, whatever the hell that is, to brighten skin, and double-coated pigments to brighten and hydrate. Solution for dryness, dullness, and uneven skin tone and redness. It is paraben and phthalate-free, dermatologist tested, and not tested on animals. Then we have the Laneige BB Cushion Pore Blur. This one also comes in 6 colors. Recommended for normal, oily, combination, and sensitive skin type. This is the pore perfecting version of Laneige's award-winning BB Cushion. This lightweight, oil-absorbing formula targets shine for a semi-matte, soft, focused finish. Formulated to combat dullness and uneven texture, pores, and oiliness. Ooh, your girl is not oily at all. And again, free of parabens and phthalate, dermatologist tested and not tested on animals. Of other BB cushions that I've purchased that just happen to be in my skin tone, none of them come with a refill. The Laneige one does. I have tried a lot, well, a lot as permitted considering I'm brown. I have tried most, if not all, of the ones that do come deep enough to match me, and I must say that this is the only brand that came with a refill, which is actually very, very common in Korean cosmetics, especially the upper end ones. Why is that so important? Generally speaking, the sponges inside cushion foundations can only hold about ½ of an ounce of product at a time. So if you're using a cushion foundation from these very expensive brands, you'll notice that your cushion foundation will dry up with the quickness, and then you have to go back and pay some astronomical amount that's almost as much as buying the entire cushion all over again to buy a refill. Talking to you, Lancome. You got me messed up. Which means with a refill that your cushion will be around the same ounce as a standard foundation, around 1 ounce. Granted, it's still a cushion, so that cushion will absorb some of that, but at least it's closer. Now, the Laneige cushions are $38 at Sephora. Not cheap. Especially when there's other foundations around that price market. But I will say it's a much easier pill to swallow when you realize that you're actually getting somewhere around the same amount of product that you'll get in a bottle foundation. Okay, so let's get into actually applying it on each side of my face and see how I'm feeling. Check the color, check the consistency, and we can see how it works on the face. Okay, let's start off with the Hydra Radiance. The puff is nice. The one, I remember the one from Lancome was so trash. And that's why I was also very angry. I'm like, how dare you give me a trash puff? And I just paid $47 on something that's gonna run out in 3 uses. How dare you? Got a little bit on there. That was nothing. That's not gonna work. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I did prime before this. I used the Touch and Soul primer. The only primer that does not suck donkey balls. This color is a little pink for me. As far as radiance is going, I'm not really seeing a uber radiant finish. I'm underwhelmed. It's not very radiant. It's not covering anything. You can still see like my moles, and you can still see some discoloration, and it's quite pink. Okay, let's try another layer. Okay, there's the second layer. She's pink. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Compare it to like my face to my neck. Yeah, she's pink. I don't know, I can see a little bit of radiance, but it's nothing like, it's not enough. When I hear radiance, I want to look greasy. And I know not everybody likes that, but this isn't like even, this is matte to me. So let's work our way over to the BB Cushion Pore Blur. This one is supposed to be a much more perfecting version. By the way, the cushion are these cute little Laneige brand. These are really, really soft. Wow. Okay, so this one's a little bit more stiff. She is also pink. Okay, so at least the color is consistent. They look the same to me. They look the same on both sides. I don't know if you can see that on camera. You see how like yellow my ears are and how pink my face is? Go in for a second layer. Okay, so that's 2 layers. This side is the Pore Blur and this side is the Hydra Radiance. I will say, as this is sitting a little longer on my face, I am, or maybe it's just in comparison, it does look a little bit more dewy over here. But for the most part, I would say that both of them are pretty much just like an everyday chill foundation. I don't think I want to powder it, because I want to see like how things are working. And if I was out and about, I wouldn't have like powder to put on my face, or I wouldn't personally, I don't carry it. This is supposed to be like compact and easy to carry, and if I have to bring a bunch of other stuff too, that defeats the purpose. So I'm gonna see how it sits on my skin throughout the day. For reference, I should have did this way earlier in the video, but I do have normal to dry skin, so, you know, keep that in mind. Hello, we are back. It's been about an hour. I've been putting on the rest of my makeup, eating the best black bean burger I've ever had in my life. Big ups to Fridays. This is where we're at right now. As it is settled on my skin, it still looks pink, but something about adding my contour balanced it out quite a bit. It's still quite pink, but I don't think it's a distracting. I decided to not take it too much onto my neck because that defeats the purpose. If you want to see like the color difference, that's important. But I don't think it's distracting in any way unless I had brought my attention to it like I just did. If we compare 2 sides, it is becoming exceedingly obvious that this is the radiant side. I haven't put on any highlighter, so this is just kind of the natural radiance. I also did not powder anywhere except for directly under the eyes where I put my concealer, but I tried to avoid powdering as much as possible so I could get the overall natural finish of the foundation that won't be thwarted by any use of powder. I actually am liking the way this is looking as it sits and warms up to my skin, so that's looking good so far. Right now it is 4:42 in the afternoon. I'm just gonna be here filming some other videos that I have to get out of the way. I'll get back to you guys somewhere probably around 10 o'clock so that I can show you guys how it's looking, at which point we would have been wearing it for about 7 hours. It is almost 11 p.m. at night right now. I've been wearing this foundation foundation for about 7 hours. I would prefer to do longer wear, but I'm tired and I want to take my makeup off. I've been cleaning all day. You probably can't tell because it looks pretty much exactly the same behind me as it did before. Back to these foundations rather. And I must say, after some wear, I am liking the way they look more now than I did when I first applied them. Let me take my glasses off so you can see. As you can see, I have been wearing them with glasses and I can't see right now, so I don't know if there's like marks on the side of my nose, but I will show you. I will say between the two of them, I am liking this side more, the radiant side, because it's looking real radiant. This side looks quite dull. The pinkness isn't really bothering me that much as it like began to warm up to my skin. That's not really an issue. But I do kind of like how lively this side looks. Like you can see a little bit of just dewiness on the cheeks, on the forehead, and it looks nice on my dry skin. But for those of you with oily skin, this probably is a lot more appealing to you guys. But for me, it looks a little kind of chalky. It all comes down to preference when it comes down to it. But if I had to compare these to just other foundations that I really, really like in general, cushion or not, these are so I like them. They're definitely something that I would use for convenience purposes more so than like these are my favorite foundations ever. I'm just finding that the cushions that come in deep enough shades for me to try are in no way as good as some of the other ones that I've seen, I've had sent to me, that I've had to give to friends because they were the wrong shade. Those cushions, whether they say BB, CC, or they say just straight up cushion foundations, I've tried some that have, or I've swatched some that have some incredible coverage. So I'm still like, when am I gonna get that? When can I get that? The CosRX one, the Medicube one, Vanillico one, the Ezanox one. If you're light enough to try the Ezanox one, those have some hella coverage. And I'm just really waiting for some more impressive cushions that come deeper. I had a similar problem with the Innisfree one. The matte one did have some decent coverage, but it still wasn't in any way like shocking. And the reason why I bring that up is because if you have acne or some like really prominent scars, these particular cushions that are coming out in these deeper shades aren't gonna cut it. I like it. Am I gonna say everybody rush out and get it right now, it's gonna change your life? No. But between the two of them, I do prefer the Radiance one. I think it looks very, very healthy and lively and dewy. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. If you've tried either of these cushions, please let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to know. But I just get the feeling that these cushions are made pretty much only for people that have pretty good skin. And I don't have terrible skin at all, but I do have some discoloration, and I didn't find that this in any way really did anything for that. That's just my thoughts. And if you've tried this cushion, these cushions, or any other cushions that come in deeper tones, let me know if you enjoyed them. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social media, all of which are KennieJD. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.